Introducing first, parts unknown, weight unknown. This is the Mega Destroyer. His opponent hails from the Star City Road of Virginia. This is Bad Luck Bobby Yela.
All right, fans, here we have a big matchup between rivals for sure in this matchup. You've got Bobby Yela, who was formerly associated with the Foreign Legion, had a falling out, cost him the APW television title. A Mega Destroyer just all over him like a cheap suit right out of the gate from the bell. And he is clubbering on one Bad Luck Bobby Yela in the ring right now. Mega Destroyer takes his man back to the corner, continues to dish out the punishment. Big boots to the midsection and another right hand. And as I mentioned earlier, he is just clubbering on Yela. Yela firing back. He's game. But the bigger man is taking a lot out of him right out of the gate from the bell here. Bobby Yela firing back right hands. He's all over it. Shoots the Mega Destroyer off. Big back elbow takes the big man down. Will he cover him? One. Referee TJ Walker down. Only about a 1 count there. Bobby Yela back to the arm, back to basics. He is a professional wrestler, but do not underestimate the ability of one Mega Destroyer, a true veteran in this sport, been around well in excess of 25 years. Shoots Yela into the corner, comes charging in and meets a boot right to the mush. Yela back to the arm. Once again, basics. He could very well be aware that the Mega Destroyer needs that left arm to lock in that Cobra clutch that he has been using to very good effect recently. And Yela may be trying to take that weapon away from him here. He seems to be concentrating all of his offense on the left arm. He may have a scouting report that says that the Mega Destroyer has an injury to that arm previously. He is wearing an elbow pad on both arms at this point. And the Mega Destroyer with a reversal is going to crank that over on Bobby. And taking him to the ropes. Referee TJ Walker right in on it, and he's going to deliver some punishment. And he's just taking Yela from pillar to post right now. You see he's working on that arm, that shoulder, that elbow, the scapula, all the muscles in the shoulder and the trapezius and the deltoids. And Yela's suffering right now from the effects of that. Mega Destroyer all over him, not giving the man a chance to breathe at all. Driving a big right hand into the chest. Once again, as I mentioned, working on his breathing, taking that ability to get a good, strong breath out of him. And without oxygen, the human body cannot function at peak performance. And he's going to move into a stump puller here, ladies and gentlemen, a move that you do not see very much in professional wrestling anymore. But as I mentioned, the Mega Destroyer, longtime veteran, is aware of the effectiveness of a hold and a move like this. The stump puller, putting pressure on Bobby's neck and on his spine, on the hips, all the way down, and Mega Destroyer follows it up with a big elbow. He's going to cover him. 2 count. Yela out at 2. He's still in there. He's still fighting, but Mega Destroyer dishing out punishment. It's by the book. It's been straight wrestling so far, which really surprises me coming out of the Mega Destroyer. A lot of bad blood, as I mentioned, between the Mega Destroyer and his partner, the Cuban Assassin, with Bobby Yela. Cranking on that neck, working that ovaries. His game plan could be, at this point, revealed here, to work on the neck of Bobby Yela. Referee right in there to check and make sure Yela doesn't want to give it up. Cranking that head and that neck over. Mega Destroyer letting the fans know, big shot. Could very well have been to the throat there with that one. Referee admonishing the Mega Destroyer to stay out of the eyes of his opponent. Yela trying to get to the ropes, get some, and a big devastating elbow. Dropped all of his weight across the spine. It seems that the Mega Destroyer's concentrating on the neck and the spine of Bobby Yela. Yela's own offense, his plan coming into this match, I think has been negated by the offense of the Mega Destroyer. Man, he is just really dealing out high impact blow after blow after blow in this match. Bobby Yela suffering in the center of the ring, but don't count this young man out at all. He's a fan favorite here since he ended his association with the Foreign Legion. And these fans in the Mountain State Arena and all over our wrestling area are behind Bobby Yela. He recently had a match with the former NICW heavyweight champion, Dragon Scott Lee, for that title. It was a street fight. And I know that he took a lot of punishment in that match in Stewart, Virginia very recently, and Mega Destroyer could be working him over in anticipation of keying on a previous injury there as well. Yela's suffering. He's down. He's having a hard time breathing here, and he just cannot get the Mega Destroyer off of him. He's on him like a tick right now. Snapmares his man over and right back to working on that back and that spine. And fans, you'll notice the Mega Destroyer, he's got him in a modified surfboard type maneuver here. He's cranking his arms back, but he puts that knee right between his shoulder blades, creating a fulcrum, a way for him to bend those old arms and shoulders back and put a lot of stressor on the pectoralis major muscles, the sternum, the deltoids, the shoulders, the elbows, just all the way down. A lot of pain can be dealt out here. And high-impact match, as I mentioned recently, between Bobby Yela and once Dragon Scott Lee in a street fight. And it seems like Mega Destroyer is keying in on high-impact moves. Everything he's doing has meaning. It has authority. And it looks like he's taking it right to Bobby Yela. Yela again firing back. Got some offense, a couple of right hands, but Mega cuts him off. This Mega Destroyer is just a vicious, vicious individual. Knee to the midsection now. Once again, working on taking the ability to get a good, strong breath away from Bobby Yela. Now, Mega Destroyer takes a moment to taunt the fans here in the Mountain State Sportatorium, and he's right back on him, right back on him. You have to be careful when you give a man with the skill level of Bobby Yela that just the briefest of respite to recover, and he has the ability to turn a match like this around, but driving forearms into both sides of the head, across the jaw and the ear of Bobby Yela, and back to cranking that head back, working on that neck. I tell you, he's all over him, folks. Referee, senior official, TJ Walker, right in there checking everything out, seeing if Yela wants to give it up at this point. Top-notch, main event level matchup right here, and Yela with a counter, and he's going to come back with a couple of lefts, a third, and with a big wind-up, the elbow back to that arm. Oh, and look at that. He just drove the man's head and face right down into his own knees. Going to the top, fans solidly behind. Bad luck, Bobby. And here comes the Cuban Assassin. Here comes the Cuban Assassin, and he's got that strap. That strap that he's going to be in that match in Fayetteville, the strap match with Tony Ray, and they're just whipping. They're whipping Bobby Yela like a dog in here. This is going to be a disqualification, fans. DQ match. And the Foreign Legion taking it out on Bobby Yela, as I mentioned. A lot of bad blood between these three men, and they are just wearing Bobby Yela out. We need to get some help. We need to get some help out here from the back and break this up before Bobby Yela suffers a more permanent injury. Now the taunting Cuban Assassin with that strap. We need to get him over here. We need to find, and a DQ loss, a win for Bobby Yela, but I'm sure that this is not the way that he wanted to win this matchup at all in any way, shape, or form, fans. And let's see if we can't get the Foreign Legion over here and get a comment from them about this.
Fans, I'm back here with the Mega Destroyer and the Cuban Assassin. Mega Destroyer, it appeared like that you were setting Bobby Yela up for that Cobra clutch throughout the entire match, and then, I don't know.
Oh, that's right, but we knew we had something better planned. This was a warm-up for my good friend the Cuban. Next month, May 17th in Fayetteville, it's going to be the Cuban against Tony Ray. And don't worry, the Cobra Clutch is alive and well. I'm putting people to sleep all the time. But this is about the Cuban. In 1 month from right now in Fayetteville, he's going to take care of business.
Me tell you something right now, Tony Ray, that's just a small taste. That's just a small taste of the Cuban Caribbean strap match. And I get you in Fayetteville, I'm going to beat you like a dog. I'm going to beat you like an American stinking dog. Viva Cuba! I'm telling you right now, you shut your stinking mouth. Fans, there you have the words for the Mega Destroyer and the Cuban Assassin, the Foreign Legion. And I tell you what, hey, look, you guys.